Hello student. In last class we have attended one question, means the last question, in which expression or the statement we have proved as a multiple of any number. Now in continuation of the same category we are going to attend remaining question of this chapter. Now here let's start with the question number 20, in which your statement is available is 10 raised to power 2n minus 1 plus 1 is divisible by 11. So it is to be checked out obviously for all the possible values of n which are taken from the natural number set. So let's start with the basic steps. Your question is given as 10 raised to power 2n minus 1 plus 1 is divisible by 11. So the first step, let n is equal to 1. So here this p1 you will write as 10 raised to power 2 into 1 minus 1 plus 1. Let it check whether this is this value evaluator is divisible by 11 or not. So this is what 10. 2 minus 1 means 1 plus 1, means as such you are getting this one as 11. 11 itself divisible by 11. So here you can say that 11 is divisible by 11. Therefore, P1 is a true statement. Even though you are using a term relation or a statement or a sentence as a question form, way of handling of the question will remain same everywhere. All three basic steps you will check for each type of question. Secondly, assume that for n is equal to k, Pk is a true statement. That means Pk we will write as 10 to power k minus 1 plus 1 as a multiple of 11. Any of the constant you can introduce. So this whole expression or meaning of the question will be clear. If any of the expression or any of the number is divisible by any particular number, means as a factor form somewhat it will be there. So that factor form we have considered is a m for conveniency. Now here we are going to make this term separate, keeping this one on this hand. Means this is 10 power 2k minus 1. We will write as 11m minus 1. This you will use as a one relation. Now you come to the main step for the question form, that is third, let n is equal to k plus 1. So your pk plus 1 will come out as 10 to k plus 1 minus 1 plus 1. Now this whole expression you will show as a multiple of 11. So for that purpose, this previous relation you can use. Everywhere the same method you will implement for all such type of combination. So this is your 10 2k plus 2 minus 1 plus 1. Here no need to make them subtract. What the term required over here, that term you get separate and the remaining power you make it write as a multiple form. Meaning of that is this 2k minus 1 make it combined plus this 2 and this 1. Now base is common, so these two powers you can make separate as 10 2k minus 1 into 10 square plus 1. So this way direct from here to here you can skip. In between, if you are not willing to write any of the step, you don't write. It is not necessary for writing. Now this 10 to power k minus 1, this term we will replace by 11m minus 1. 10 square means 100 plus 1. Now here this is 11 into 100 of m minus 100, make it multiply to both, plus 1. Here this 11 you keep aside, minus 99. From here it is very clear that 11 we can take common. So as a multiple of 11 we have produced one bracket, means you can say that your pk plus 1 now it is divisible by 11. So as a multiple of any of the expression of the same number if you have produced, that can be considered either as a multiple form or divisibility by the same number. So conclusion here we will write therefore pk plus 1 is divisible by 11, means pk plus 1 is a true statement. Okay, so as we have supposed that pk is a true statement, you have proved pk1 is a true statement. Therefore, for all the values for n, your Pn is a true statement. So this way, this divisibility type of questions you can manage. In order to the same, next we are going to attend question number 21. That is also an important question. One algebraic expression you are having which is divisible by further an algebraic expression. So because of that algebraic expression, this question is an important one. Now your 21 is x power 2n minus y power 2n is divisible by x plus y. This is to be proved. So let's start with the basic one. This is our question frame. Let's start with the first step. Letter n is equal to 1. So Pn we will talk about x power 2 into 1 minus y power 2 into 1. That means x square minus y square. We know it can be factorized as a x plus y and x minus y. Means easily it is divisible by x plus y. So here you can say that P1 is divisible by x plus y. That means P1 is a true statement. Secondly, what the normal step we are having, that we have to write here. So assume that for n is equal to k, pk is a true statement. That means pk you will write as x power 2k minus y power 2k, and as a multiple of or divisibility by x plus y, one of the factor we can write it as again m, as we have done in a last case. Now from here x power 2k we are going to make a separate for further solution. So x power 2k here we will write as m x plus y power 2k. Now our main step, this is the first relation, we can mark it as. Now the third step, that is a main part of the solution. Third step, let n is equal to k plus 1. So pk plus 1 here we will write x power 2 k plus 1 minus y power 2 k plus 1. Make power separate for each term. That will be x power 2k plus 2 minus y power 2k plus 2. Make them separate out. Now here this x power 2k we will replace by this whole expression. So here using equation 1, what we will have, this is the x square we will keep at the first position. Inside the bracket this much you will have plus here minus y power 2k. This is no need to touch, afterwards it will be adjusted with certain term. Here make individual multiply by x square. So this is your m x square x plus y. This is plus x square y power 2k minus y square into y power 2k. Here it is very clear that first term is containing x power y as a factor form, so that can be taken common. Whereas in the third and second term y power 2k is a common term, so that we are going to carry outside and then try to make it convert as a multiple of x plus y. That is our required form. So this is m x square x plus y, first you keep as such. In between these two terms y power 2k you take common, that is x square minus y square. You know this is a formula form as x plus y and x minus y. So make it factorize for the same. X plus y and x minus y. Here you can see x plus y is a common factor we are having, which will give you the divisibility by x plus y. That is the main purpose we have to solve. Now x plus y take common. So this is mx square plus y power 2k into x minus y left in the bracket. Now this whole expression is a multiple of x plus y. So you can say that your pk plus 1 is divisible by x plus y. As a multiple form, it doesn't matter how long expression is available, but it is compulsory to have a multiple form as a x plus y. That was the main motto for us. So here you can write that pk plus 1 is divisible by x plus y. It is very clear from this vector form. Means pk plus 1 is a true statement. So as your pk was a true statement, you have proved that pk1 is a true statement. Therefore, for all values of n, your Pn is a true statement form, hence proof. So this way, because of this combination algebraic one, this question is very important one. Now first, I would like to attend to the last question, and then in between, whatever the questions are available, I will make it solve. So because of the inequality, I am going to select that question first, that is the last question, that is 24, based on the inequality, and that form is also important one. Many times this is being asked in your exams. Even in final exam, such type of questions are normally asked. Then I will attend question based on, again, divisibility. Your method is clear, so you can attend also that type of question now, if any more. So let's start first with the question number 24, that is available as inequality form 2n plus 7, and this is less than n plus 3 whole square. This is to be proved for all values of n. Now here, again the method will remain same. This is your Pn. So let's start with the solution. Now inequality is available, so we have to be quite conscious while writing the solution form. That's why I am going to attend this one first. So first step will remain same. Here substitute 1 means two plus 7. Okay, that is what left hand side here you can say 9. Right hand side, because two sides we are carrying. Right hand side, that means 1 plus 3 whole square means 4 square, that is 16. Obviously 16 is greater than 9. So here you can say that 16 is greater than 9, means inequality in between what it is available to us, it is fulfilled over here. That means your left hand side is less than your right hand side. That means P1 is come out as true one. Second step, let for n is equal to k, pk is a true statement. Okay, so as such we will carry it 2 power 2k plus 7 less than k plus 3 whole square. Now as such this is carry for the next solution. Now third one we will take as a letter n is equal to k plus 1. When such type of inequalities are available to us, and what we are going to be generate for k plus 1, it is clear. So for a reference, this previous one you can take as a reference point or a starting point. So we are going to start with this inequality and generate it for k plus 1. And how to check that what we have to produce, that I make you clear here. We know that k plus 7 is less than k plus 3 whole square. Now what we want to prove here, it will be fulfilled for k plus 1. That means just for your reference what the term you have to produce. On left hand side what we required, in place of n substitute k plus 1 separately. So how much it will give you? 2k plus 2 plus 7 means it will give you idea about the subtraction or addition of term. Here it is to be generated as a 2k plus 1 in place of 2k plus 7. Okay, so automatically this next side means the right hand side, you will make it convert accordingly. Now here on the right hand side what it will be needed, just for the reference in place of n means anyhow we have to compare it with k plus 4 whole square. So this is available for your left hand side reference and this is available for your right hand side reference. Now the same thing we have to generate on both the side. So first of all 2k plus 9 we required over here. So both the side plus 2 from our side. So here on adding 2 on both sides. This you can do because inequality you are handling. Now this is turned as a required form, so keep a side as such. Make it expand. It will give you 6k plus 9 plus 2. Now one question before that we have attended, means in last lecture, that if any of the equalities you are going to be sure, means slightly inside you will make the solution to make sure that whatever you are going to write, it is equal to this expression, not less than to this expression. So slightly inside we will make it solve. So here first of all this will give you, or it is better slightly move this solution this side. Here it is 2k plus 1 plus 7 less than k square, 6k plus 9 plus 2 means k square plus 6k plus 11. Now for our reference we have generated what the square we required, that is k plus 4. K square we are having. Middle term of k plus 4 whole square we required 8. So this 6 we will write as 8 minus 2k. So somewhat adjustment is required here to make sure about your solution form. So this 6 we split as 8 minus 2. Further the constant. This 11 is not required as the last term. 4 square is 16. So this 11 is to be write as a 16, means this 11 can be written as 16 minus 5. So all the terms we have arranged in such a way that perfect square of k plus 4 we can generate. Now combine your required terms, means this, this and this. In these two, minus you can take common. So inside this much is left. This you can convert as a k plus 4 whole square minus 2k plus 5. So finally what we have generated, 2k plus 1 plus 7 less than this much. Now one thing is left with, that we have to compare with k plus 4 whole square only. Okay. Now one thing I would like to introduce here regarding this inequalities. Now suppose we have one number as a 4. In place of this one I am talking about. Suppose we are having one expression like this. 4 square minus 3 means it is became 16 minus 3, 13. If this calculation I compare with this square quantity only, so this will be 4 square means 16. So obviously this relation you can maintain over here. So here also the same thing is going on. Suppose we take k plus 4 whole square as a x square and 2k plus 5 as a y. So x square minus y means with square of certain quantity y is going to be subtract. So this expression you can compare with the x square with the greater quantity. From this x square, if y is going to be subtract, so obviously it will be a less quantity. So in short what I want to say, that x square minus y I can compare with only the square quantity and the same thing I am going to implement over here. So this way I can link these inequalities with only single term, that is k plus 4 whole square. I think you will be agree with the same with help of this example. Okay, so now if three expressions are related with the two inequalities, so any of the two you can combine, means first you can combine with the last inequality. So make them combined over here. So this will give you 2 k plus 1 plus 7 less than k plus 4 whole square. Now you can see everywhere in place of n we have generated k plus 1, or further express form we can write this way. It will be give you clear idea about the solution form. Now this expression you can compare with your question form. In place of n, k plus 1 on the left hand side. In place of n, k plus 1 on the right hand side. So this is giving you the required expression, and this solution is a main part for this type of questions. So be very careful while you are comparing any of the inequalities with the one statement or one expression. Now it is very clear that we have established relation for k plus 1. So now we will go for the concluding step, that is pk1 is a true statement. That means, as in the beginning we have supposed that pk is a true statement. Therefore we have concluded pk1 is a true statement. So for all we can say that Pn is a true statement. So this way, this inequality type questions you have to handle. Here it will require your more vision, and first of all you just try to understand that what the required steps are. First, in a rough or aside, you write the expression required on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. That will give you better idea for handling the question, what the term you have to generate. Even in place of this square form, it may be the linear combination, it may be the multiple of the any expression. Some of the illustrations are available with the same category. So method of the writing will remain same, only the expressions are changed. And to make sure about the handling of the question, first of all you just define your right hand side or left hand side, what is required as a solution of k plus 1. Here everywhere it is possible to generate relate with your k plus 1 statement form. So just think about the question form and how the required term you can generate. That is the main part of this question. And here, as I told you, when you are talking about the inequality system, obviously it is to be compared with the lesser than or greater than quantity. Suppose it would be a greater than, so accordingly you have to make sure about your solution form. One or two illustrations are available with the same category, so don't be confused. In that question only, that type of solutions are being written as a multiple form, some questions are written as an inequality form, some questions are written. And normally when you are talking about an inequality solution, at that time what the solution here is pk we have taken as a reference point. So at that time also you can take your pk as a reference point, what the left hand side required on the pk plus 1 solution that you will generate on the left hand side. So automatically your right hand side will be proceed towards that solution form. So try to attend some question based on this category. Now here two questions remain, that is question number your 22 and 23 both are written as a divisibility form. So what the question I have attended as a question number 20 and 21 with the same type of solution, you can also attend these two remaining questions. So try to sort out, and if any problem rise you can ask personally. So in next class I will start with the next chapter, that is complex number. Till then you solve illustration and 2-3 remaining question of this exercise. Thank you.